for me, when that Bryce Harper home run happened there off of Robert Suarez, for me, it was silence. I didn't know what to think. It's kind of like I wasn't thinking. I wasn't moving. Just hands over my head, just kind of stunned, just sitting there. That Robert Suarez matchup, people can criticize Bob Melvin and say Josh Hader should have been in that game, left on left. How can you do that? The save was in the 8th inning, not the 9th inning. Hader should have been pitching there. But I guess those people forgot that Robert Suarez got Bryce Harper to ground into a double play at Petco Park earlier in this series. I guess people forgot that Josh Hader is the Padres' 9th inning guy. I guess people forgot that Robert Suarez got out of that jam, 2 jams in that Dodgers series. I guess people forgot that Robert Suarez just hasn't allowed runs since like August, right? Like he is a huge reason why the Padres are here right now. And like I said, earlier in the series, he got Bryce out. And he was ahead of Bryce Harper in the count. But like Bryce Harper told Ken Rosenthal in the dugout after he hit that home run, he knew what was coming. He knew that fastballs were coming there. After Suarez missed on that changeup, it was down outside the zone. He knew what was coming. And I think that was the right pitch to throw. Earlier in this outing, or earlier in the game, Yu Darvish was only throwing breaking balls. Pretty much because he wasn't confident in the fastball. Okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, keep throwing that. With Suarez, I was fine with the fastball. Harper just got fully extended and hit it oppo. I mean, that's what happened. Like, sometimes you do have to tip your cap to the other team. Sometimes you have to tip your cap to Bryce Harper. There's no other guy that I would rather have beat the Padres. For anyone who knows me growing up, like, I'm a huge Bryce Harper fan. Yeah, it sucks. But this guy's an amazing freaking talent. One of the best hitters I've ever seen. So it's not the end of the world that Bryce beat you there. And look, Suarez, I mean, it's not like that fastball was right down the middle of the plate. It was on the outside part of the plate. It's not like it was up either, like the Game 1 home run that Darvish allowed to Harper. No, his fastball outside part of the plate, and he took it out. Sometimes it's just great piece of hitting. That was a great piece of hitting by Bryce. It's heartbreaking. I'm going to remember this series as Bryce Harper going off, Rhys Hoskins going off, and I'm going to remember it as, man, what if? That's what I'm going to remember this as. What if Sean Manaea wasn't in that game in the 5th inning? What if they could have held the 4-0 lead? What if they could have held the 6-4 lead in yesterday's game? What if they could have held the lead today when they got it back on the wild pitches? The Phillies gave them that 3rd run. What if? Like this Padres team was super freaking talented, man. Super talented. They had the pitching. And I'm not pissed off at Robert Suarez for giving up a bomb to Harper. Like, Harper's an amazing hitter. Suarez has pitched his butt off for the last 2 months. We would not be here in this position without Robert Suarez. And you could say the same thing about Josh Hader too, I know. But extending him for 6 outs, that would be a big ask. I think it was, maybe one thing you could be mad at was Realmuto, who got on in front of Bryce, hanging the changeup there instead of going fastball to Realmuto, slowing down or speeding up Realmuto's bat. And then I believe he singled off Suarez there before Harper homered. You can get mad at that because that extra run was a big difference, right? If That changeup isn't thrown. Maybe you retire Realmuto, and that ends up being a solo home run, right? 1 out, solo home run, tie game. Who knows what happens then? I'm not mad at Suarez for giving up that home run to Bryce. I'm not mad at Bob Melvin for having Robert Suarez in the game to face Bryce, to be honest. It's so easy to sit here after it doesn't work to say, oh, Hader should be in this game. I'm trying to look at it from the perspective of Bob Melvin and Ruben Niebla and saying, Suarez got Bryce last time on a ground ball double play in that 8th inning of game, 2, to even up the series, the last game at Petco. He can do that again. I forget if there was a runner on, or I think there was a runner on first. He can do that again. But Harper got that pitch. It wasn't down. He got it. It wasn't up either, though. He got it, his arms extended. He had a good at-bat against Suarez, and he got that pitch and took it out. You got to tip your cap to Bryce on that, I think.